From Marilyn's platinum perfection to The Rock's gloriously absent locks. From Princess Leia's fabulous space buns to Jennifer Aniston's perfectly blown out mane that launched 10,000 salon appointments. Welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast, Cuttinloosechronicles. I'm your host, Jess, and along with me in the studio is my co-host, Ashlee Robbins.
All right, I'm excited about this one. It's going to be great.
Well, you better be because we've prepped for this thing. All right?
All right.
Today, we are dedicating this episode to the celebrities on TV or movies that inspired hair. Not just hair, but a timeline of iconic movie hair trends that influenced real-world fashion. The challenges that stylists had to face with last-minute decisions or happy accidents.
Yeah, I like that. Happy accidents.
Yep.
Sounds like Bob Ross.
Oh, God. Well, I've had some happy accidents in the salon.
Ditto over here.
I mean, thank God for happy accidents.
Yeah,
but anyway, we're going to go into the 60s.
Okay.
Starting with the 60s. Hair has changed so much. Although, would you agree that with most hair trends, there is a link of art, of specialness in each hairstyle?
I would think that. Yeah, I would tend to say that is true. And just like fashion, I think it comes around, right? Like there might be a new take on a shag, but it's still a shag. We just put kind of a new spin on it. So yeah, I think that's safe to say that.
So I always think, like today, someone said, I want curtain bangs. What do you think of curtain bangs? Curtain bangs started in the 70s.
Okay, so don't you think it's just the lingo that changes? It's sometimes just the wording that changes. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, the shag is now the butterfly cut,
Yeah.
which is just a shag, right? Gypsy shag. It used to be gypsy shag. They had
Right.
different names for it. So
I totally agree. So what would you say, in your opinion, is the number one hairstyle of the 1960s?
The number one hairstyle of the 60s. For me, what comes to mind, if you say that, like off the cuff, would be the beehive. That's what comes to my mind because my grandma wore one in the 60s. And so I think of that when I think of 60s hair.
Created by Margaret Finchie Helt.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
If I have butchered her
Nice.
name. And it started at 6 inches high.
No way. That's like the least amount of height for a proper beehive.
You know, I'm someone who loves big hair. I love it.
Yeah, that's real big.
I would wear a beehive today if it would come back around.
Yeah, I like them.
So I would be completely...
I mean, look what we've done with... Okay, listen, we kind of made our own take on it. We do this messy bun thing, and it's got to be big, or it looks dumb, right?
I love the messy
Yeah,
bun.
me
You're
too. I
right.
like the big hair. I
The
think it's
bigger,
great.
the better.
Yeah.
And here's what people... So I go and watch all the tutorials that are all over,
Yeah.
Pinterest and such. And whenever I'm doing, say, updos in the salon, I'm always being scolded. Not too high. And they're always smashing my work down.
They smash.
What they don't understand is you want it up there.
Yeah, I don't...
You know?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like that. Well, that was a thing too, I guess, maybe in the 90s with this, remember the slicked, parted on the side, slicked back, and then the updo would go. Remember that?
I actually kind of liked it.
It was like Gwen Stefani-ish. Remember that?
I'm
Like
gonna
she would-
contradict myself here.
And I liked it then, but it still had to be big in the back.
It
Like,
had to be big in the back.
Yeah.
Big in
yeah,
the back.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Number 2, the Page Boy.
Oh, the Page Boy.
Made famous by Mary Tyler Moore. The Page Boy, which
Yes.
still is now, what would you say we call the Page Boy in
What
today's
would we call
day?
that now?
I call it an undercut.
Yeah, it's an undercutted bob. Yeah.
That flips, or sometimes you can flip it out on the side.
Yes.
You can flip any bob out on the side.
You can just have to blow dry it, go up.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Girl next door haircut, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Was,
So did you know that hairspray consumption increased by 30% from 1960 to 1964
Get out of here.
when smoking was really popular? Can you imagine? What a bad time for hairspray.
Listen, I remember telling you my aunt did that, and she did hair. Like she smoked out, she did it, and there was a lot of hairspray going on. That's crazy.
So smoking cigarettes were very fashionable, and so was hairspray.
And it was like lacquer back then.
Can you imagine that hair going up in flames?
Right? Yeah.
So, crispy, crunchy. Another hairstyle that was really, really popular in the 60s was a pixie cut.
Pixie. Well, that what I think of when I think of that.
What?
And if you're talking 60s, is Mia Farrow.
You could hear them singing through the wall. Guy, my husband, Guy, said it was Dr. Shand, one of these people, playing a recorder. Now, how did he know it was Dr. Shand unless he was there with them? They're very clever people. They planned everything right from the beginning. They probably made some sort of deal with Guy. They gave him success, and he promised them our baby to use in their rituals.
Mia Farrow's pixie haircut in Rosemary's Baby became a significant cultural phenomenon in the late 60s. The haircut itself was so revolutionary. Mia actually cut her long blonde hair off in the ultra pixie cut during the filming. It was particularly striking in an era when long flowing hair was the dominant fashion for women. The dramatic change was reportedly done without the director, Roman Polanski's prior knowledge. Though it worked perfectly for a character's transformation in the film, the pixie quickly became a symbol of woman power. It represented a bold rejection of traditional beauty standards and suggested a new kind of independence and self-definition for women. It certainly snagged Frank Sinatra because she went on to marry him in 1966, and then Woody Allen. By the way, it was just a rumor. She was never married to Tom Cruise. We're going to talk later about the pixie cut because you and I are going to play a little game.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
I love games. So this will be the first game that we play on Cuttinloose Chronicles.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
and I like to do a little bit more of that.
Okay.
The men, the 1960s was a big deal. The men's pompadour.
Yeah.
The men's
Elvis,
pompadour.
right?
Hey there, baby. This here's the king. Hell, I'm a little busy right now, but why don't y'all leave a message and maybe later we can go get a cheeseburger, pick out a Cadillac.
Well, yes. I thought that, you
Yeah.
know what? And it's now today back to popular again.
And you're right. It has become popular again. Yeah.
Barbers have made it popular
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, they have.
Which I love Barbary, by the way.
I love the culture of the barber shop now. It's so cool. Like I went by a shop the other day and it had a pool table in it, nice comfy chairs. Like it had a bar. It was really like dapper and cool. I thought that's really cool that it's come back around like that. I like that.
When I went to school for cosmetology, it was, what you do? You're going to do you can be a barber, you're going to be a cosmetologist, you're going to be an esthetician, Are you going to just do
Nails or something, right?
Yeah. So I did cosmetology because cosmetology, you're licensed to do everything
Right.
except for cut with a straight razor.
Right, exactly. Me too. That was the same.
So barbers are the only ones that can cut with a straight razor. They weren't as popular,
No, it wasn't that cool back then.
but now they have completely made a
Yes.
turnaround.
And I will say, I don't know the stats, but I feel like more women are going into barbering now, probably than ever.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
And you know where I think that Barbie became really, really popular is when Pulp Fiction came out, Reservoir Dogs. I really think that when all those mob movies, Italian movies came out, which showed those hard lines.
Yes, those edges and the really sharp style.
It gave barbers a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now I want to be a barber.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to go to barber school and that'd be cool.
Sometimes I take a balloon and I load it up with shaving cream.
Practice your straight razor technique.
Yep. And I pop it
Every time.
But men's crew cuts and the buzz cut.
Oh, the buzz cut. Yeah, that was a big one.
But still, every summer, what do we do to the young boys in school?
Buzz them. They get buzzed.
Crew cuts, we can call them what?
I don't know.
Fades?
Fade, high and tight, maybe?
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
They all tie in with one another. That's what we're saying. In 1967, the movie Bonnie and Clyde came out.
Yeah.
That started the undercut, the soft curls.
Yes.
1961, we've got Breakfast at Tiffany's, Audrey
Oh,
Hepburn's
yeah.
Bob.
Yes.
And she also made what other hairstyle very famous?
It's the chignon.
The chignon, which nobody really knows what that is. It's a twisted chignon.
Yes, it's like a really artful bun.
Say it again.
It's an artful bun.
But what's the name of it?
It's a chignon.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And then we've got The Sound of Music.
Oh, boy.
That was the most hideous.
I'm sorry. I hate that movie and I hate the haircut.
I hate the movie.
Thank you.
And that was the most flat, molded Play-Doh salon
It was, right?
haircut I've ever seen on Julie Andrews,
Yes.
which can do better.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I agree.
Come on, Mary Poppins.
It reminded me of the new Snow White movie. Like, her hair is bad in that. She looks like Lord Farquaad.
So there you have it, 1960s. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, so let's go into the 70s.
Okay.
Oh, the 70s. Starring... Who made the feather?
Oh, come on now. One other, but then Farrah Fawcett,
Farrah
right?
Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. What a fox. What
Freaking
a fox.
sexy.
Yeah.
There's so many balsam products, but this is the one that started it all. Wella Balsam. It's the original balsam. In just 1 minute, it makes your hair strong, shiny, and easy to comb. That's why everyone tried to copy it, because it works. See, you can tell the difference. So can your hair. So get the original. Wella Balsam Instant Hair Conditioner and Wella Balsam Shampoo. You'll love your hair.
So the feather. Today, I started doing hair 30 years ago, which I think I say that on every episode. So sorry, everybody. But not 1 week goes by that I don't get at least one person that comes in and wants what they're trying to describe what hairstyle they want, and they use the word feather.
Feather. Yeah.
Feather is like, I want caramel hair in the color world.
Exactly.
What the hell is feather to you and what the hell is caramel to you? Because
Right.
caramel comes in all different
It's
levels.
right. It's a varying degree of what you would call, right? Feathered or caramel. That's a
Everyone goes to
Ooh,
that
that's
lingo.
a slippery slope with the caramel. Yeah, I don't like that.
The feather is a feather. Okay? You can do all kinds of things with your hair, but the feather is a feather. You can't just call, I want you to just blow out my sides. No, if you want a feather, if you want a ducktail in the back of your head, then you want a DA. You can't just call any other style that. The feather's owned.
No, you're right. My mom, my Aunt Candy that did hair, she gave my mom a feathered short haircut because my mom's always had short hair. And it was probably the cutest haircut she's ever had. But there's an art to doing that feather, which is, I guess, out of lingo now. We don't really say feather, right? But there is, like you're saying, that's a distinctive look. And Farrah Fawcett had the long feathered haircut.
She did. There's a lot of celebrities that started the trends. Mm-hmm. So in the 1970s, one of the hairstyles that we get a lot is, and I'm glad it's dead because I haven't gotten it in a long time, is the Dorothy Hamill.
Oh my Lord. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but like I went to school around the time that you did in 1997, and that haircut was never cute. I'm sorry, Dorothy Hamill's adorable, but her haircut, I hated that.
Unless
haircut.
you're wearing ice skates, I don't want to hear it.
It was like this ugly wedge kind of a.
Well,
I don't know.
Another thing. It's like, is it the feather? They're calling all kinds of things the feather, but the Dorothy Hamill was
the
a
Dorothy
distinctive
exactly.
line with weight on the back.
Yep,
and it was cut just right.
Yep.
So say when someone wants a wedge, they want to call that the Dorothy Hamill.
Yes, and they'd say modify it. Well, then it's not the same haircut.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not the same haircut.
I want a bob just like Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah.
But can you make it a little bit longer?
Okay,
but that's not Jenny McCarthy's.
Right.
Well, the thing that you're loving about the look of what you're seeing is where it hits you at the jaw, where it hits you in the back. That's what you're liking about it.
Right. As soon as it goes longer, it's turned into something else.
Exactly.
You know?
It turns into the next person that you see.
Right.
Okay, so Ash and I don't want to sound like a jerk here. We get it. Really, we do. So I just feel the need to lighten up the mood here. When you ask for the feather or a haircut, but you want to modify it, it's like telling a chef, make it spicy. Where your spicy can mean a hint of black pepper, while their spicy might set your mouth on fire for 3 days. It's like asking for your steak to be juicy, when that can mean perfectly cooked medium rare, or so raw it's practically mooing in your face. It's like telling your date you want to spice things up in the bedroom, which might mean scented candles to one person, or it could be hanging from the ceiling in leather gear to another. I think we can agree that the feather is seriously misconstrued.
Yes.
The Dorothy Hamill, seriously misconstrued. What other 70s? Oh, I know. The afro.
Oh, there you go.
The afro.
Yeah, because everyone tried to get an afro.
Yeah. I don't care if you're white with 3 hairs on your head.
Yeah.
They wanted an afro.
You tried to get an afro.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. And do you think it's like the era that started men's perming? Because I remember it in the 80s was a big deal. Like my dad had a perm in the 80s.
I do think that.
Yeah. My dad had long hair in the 70s too. So maybe long hair was popular also. My dad always had long, wild hair and a mustache in the 70s. Like that was his due.
I would love to have Diana Ross's hair as big as it is,
Listen, I
blonde and out there.
I know you
would
do.
love
And
that.
I'm with you on it. Like I love Whitney Houston's hair back in the day when it was short and like cute, like blonde.
That was the 80s.
Yeah, I loved her hair in the 80s.
Let's not skip ahead.
Okay, I'll save it for
But
the 80s.
you're damn right.
Yeah.
I hope we talk about hers in the 80s. But we have the disco curls.
Oh yeah. You know what I think of? Bernadette Peters.
Oh, yeah.
And The Jerk, when she's dancing the disco with Steve Martin. She's so adorable. But I loved her hair. And she plays a cosmetologist in the movie.
She does. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But any of those disco movies, even Donna Summer.
Yes.
Her hair is great. The shag.
Yeah.
The shag is another hairstyle that
Yeah.
blew up.
Yeah.
Which is another style
Yeah.
that can be misconstrued.
Sure. And interpreted differently for a lot of people. You know, the classic shag is it's pretty short layered.
It's short layered.
Yeah.
So some people bring it to you. It could be a long shag. It could
Yeah.
be a medium shag or a short
short shag.
But the whole idea is lots
Heavily
of
layered.
layers.
And so what happens is, like, I know for me, people will think, oh, my hair's so thin now at the ends. Well, that's what happens when you take all the hair off into layers. Like, you're not going to have a lot of bulk at the ends. And that, to me, becomes a different kind of haircut after that.
Who would you say wore the perfect shag in the
my
1970s? Diane Keaton wore
Diane
a great
Keaton
shag.
had a cute shag.
We have, gosh, it's right, Goldie Hawn.
Oh, yeah, she was great. Oh, yeah, hers is still classic. I think her hair is just beautifully classic.
Goldie Hawn is classic.
Who
isn't
is the beautiful blonde that was the pinup model that always had her hair like...
Ann Jillian?
No, she had her hair like always like She had the bangs. She had like the curtain bangs, what we would call now. Always like a half up, half down hairdo that had like a big, it was very big. It was blonde and it would like.
Did she have blue eyes?
She was beautiful. Yeah, I think she
Go
did.
ahead and look at it. We have time
I'm
to
gonna
look
look it
it
up.
up. That's important.
Her hair was really pretty. Bridget Bardot.
Bridget Bardot.
Bridget Bardot.
Oh, yes.
That's what I was thinking of. I loved her hair.
Amazing. So the shag is really a good choice for the right person. The right bone structure, the right facial shape. The shag is never going to die. I think it's right there with the bob.
Never. It's one of my favorite haircuts, actually.
A lot of people ask, what's in style? Is it short hair in style? Short hair is never out of style.
No.
It's how you wear the short hair.
Right.
There's something in style for long hair, medium hair, and short hair.
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah.
I think it ever goes out of style. My bangs might come around and be like, oh, everyone's getting bangs.
I agree with that.
Like right now, drape bangs, curtain bangs, those are really...
I mean, remember that little short phase with like the baby bangs? Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
Did you ever wear baby bangs?
That was actually one of my things. So we're going to talk about
Okay.
it. I never was brave enough to do baby bangs, no.
The 1970s has inspired every generation moving forward.
Yeah.
So starting with the 1970s, going into the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today, the 1970s has had something to do in some way, shape, or form with every
some influence,
hairstyle that's moved forward.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
Curtain bangs.
Sure.
Layers, chipping around the face. Okay. Now we're going to do what movies breathed life into 1980s hairstyles.
All right. So what movies in the 80s? So of course, and this was actually not the 80s, it was the 70s, Star Wars. Cause I was like, that was such an iconic hairdo, but it was 1979 or 8. Right?
How could we forget Carrie Fisher?
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher's space buttons,
Yes.
which weren't called space
They
buttons
weren't.
then.
Okay. So I looked this up a little bit. So she had to arrive 2 hours on set before anybody else. She had to get there at 5 o'clock in the morning to get her hair done into these buns. And actually, George Lucas's inspiration was a Mexican inspiration. He went down to Mexico and saw these women wearing their hair like that, and it even had like Native American ties. And he just got the idea to like do that with her hair to make it look different.
That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool. I did not know that. You already mentioned Whitney Houston's
Yes.
spiral perm.
Yes,
Of course.
I loved her hair
That music
movies.
video, Dance with Somebody.
Dance with Somebody.
Of course, that MTV music video, Dance with Somebody,
Yes.
was amazing.
Yeah. I loved all her videos in the 80s. They were great.
The 1980s was where it was. I believe that in the 1980s, it went from 70s, which was very inspirational, and then it went into the 80s. Not all good. It
No,
kind of,
but don't you think it blew, like everything blew up in the 80s?
everything
right?
kind of blew up
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Clothing, got
Makeup.
really- everything.
Everything, yeah.
How about Jennifer Beal in Flashdance?
How about Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse?
What about Whoopi Goldberg with her braids?
Well, I say, what about Winona Ryder in The Heathers?
Oh, Heathers. What about Joan Cusack in Working Girl? Let's stop there. Right down to the makeup.
Yeah, awful. How about Daryl Hannah in Splash?
Oh,
Long,
man.
that was
Right back to when you've got Whitney Houston with hers. What is it about that spiral perm
I
with
was
the
what is
long
it about
hair?
that hair? That kind of wild woman hair.
Give it to me.
Yeah, I love it.
What about David Bowie in Labyrinth?
Yeah, his hair was wild, wasn't it? And Grace Jones in Mad Max.
Oh,
Like,
Grace Jones.
yeah, very exotic, you know?
How about Mr. T with the mohawk,
Mr. T.
Rocky 3?
Oh, yeah.
I pity the fool.
Beautiful.
The 1980s changed the game. What about
Yeah.
when the mullet started?
Yeah. Do you even know like the origin of the mullet or like how that even came about? Like,
I don't know how it came about, but the 1980s started things to where you shaved one side of the head.
yes, the bi-level, right? Remember the bi-level?
You left one side. The eyeshadow was half of the lid was one color,
Pink,
half
blue,
was the other.
one earring.
Blue mascara.
Yes.
All of that.
Yeah, everything was over the top.
I believe that's how the mullet was born.
Yeah, I bet it was too.
And then it turned around to make the comeback.
I bet you it was a guy in the 70s that had long hair. And he was like, listen, I got to go to work and have a better job. So can you cut it shorter on the top and the sides and leave the back? And it became like a thing. That's how I picture it evolving anyway.
And you know all the jokes. Well, we'll leave it to the comedians.
Here's what we know instinctively about a man with a mullet. That man has anger issues. You know that. We all know that. Here's what we have never admitted about a man with a mullet. That man is working on his anger issues. That's what the haircut says. The front of the haircut says, I will go to work every day. The back of the haircut says, I don't want to. The front of the haircut says, I will help you raise these babies. But the back says, I want to be in a band. So he's working on it.
Like maybe you wanna get a Jerry curl, but you can't, you know. Not me, but you're white. So you gotta get the white version of the Jerry curl, the mullet. You guys know what they say about the mullet? They go business up front, party in the back. And my only problem with that is, who the fuck is doing business with you?
I've got a little mullet at the moment, that's what I've got. My wife says it doesn't suit the accent. I quite like it. I think it puts the T in trailer park.
Then, when the mullet came around again in the 90s, when I was in high school in the early 90s, it came around to where I believe it was when you had NWA came out.
Yes.
And then it was, what was the Raiders? And they always wore the Raiders hat.
Yes.
Well, that's when rap was really starting to get going.
Yeah, and he had
Rap
like that
music.
Jerry curl, like mullet.
Right. So
Yeah.
the black guys had the Jerry curl
Yes.
but naturally.
Yes.
But the white guys couldn't
Had to
get
perm
it.
it.
But actually, there are some white guys, Caucasian dudes.
They do have them. Yeah.
Caucasian dudes that does have naturally curly hair.
Yeah.
So they started to just let their long hair
Yeah.
get there, and then they were so into NWA.
Yeah.
That was like in Public Enemy.
Yes.
That
It was
music.
like
Dr. Dre came
yes,
out.
that was like a
Compton.
whole turning point. Yeah.
Yes.
But then you had on the flip side, like the Billy Ray of the country music doing
we
the.
can't forget Billy Ray.
mullet. And
We're
he-
backing that up to
yeah.
late 1989,
right?
I
So,
believe.
yeah.
Believe Achy Breaky Heart.
Hmm.
Boy, that guy was made fun of.
I know.
But look at him now.
I'm saying he's not laughing all the
And
way
look
to
at
the
his
bank.
daughter.
Whatever.
Right. He kind of like brought back the 80s mullet.
Yeah, and then there's like a subculture. I don't know if you see this with like baseball. Have you seen like professional baseball?
Yes.
They all have mullet.
Yes, they
It's
do.
like a thing.
That was bringing it into like today. Let's not forget about Eazy-E. He needs credit.
Yeah.
Eazy-E needs credit.
Yeah.
But now, in today's day and age, you're right.
Yeah.
We've got the young kids that are coming in. And I was asked the other day, why do you think they're doing that? I hate the mullet. I like it.
I mean, I think it can be done in a way that's like, just like we said, the gypsy shag, the shag this, the feather this. You can update it to make it look more current, not exactly like it was in the 80s, not so short shaved, the white walls up above the ears and then really, really long in the back. You can still blend a mullet. You can still do that and have it be longer in the back, shorter on the top. And actually, Logan wears it, my son wears it, and I think it looks really good on him.
I have to say, Ash, you cut a pretty mean mullet.
Thank you.
You really do.
I've had my practice.
You know.
I've done my fair share of women's and men's mullets.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't forget. Because every time you do it after they leave, we're like, wait, nice work. You say, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch. No.
So now the young kids are coming in and we're not, so if they don't have the curl going on, we're perming it.
Yeah.
So that's become a pretty
Like more
mean phenomenon.
boy perms than I think has ever happened. Yeah.
And we're making money out of it.
Heck
And,
yeah.
and really, I'm for it. I'm on board.
Oh, yeah, I'm for it too.
I like it a lot.
I like all the differences. Like, it can't all be the same. So I like it.
I love the mullet, but when it's bad, it's
so bad.
So bad.
Especially on a woman. Like, when it's bad, it's really bad.
Well, what is she thinking?
I know. Yeah, it's not a good look. I don't love it.
Let's enter the 1990s.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Who's the number one person that you want to think?
I'm going to say this because I know everybody is thinking it. And I have a personal story attached to it, but we have to give credit to Jennifer Aniston with the Rachel.
Okay.
The Rachel,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my sister got the Rachel, and
Who
I was
didn't?
So I was going to hair school,
didn't try to
and
get
I was
it?
like, Ricky, please don't get the Rachel. Like, it's not your
Ricky's hair is perfect for the Rachel.
right? But it was like, but she didn't do her hair. Ricky never did her hair in high school.
Then that's a big problem.
Yeah, and I tell her I'm gonna have to blow your hair out every day if you're gonna get the Rachel because it's a lot of work. Jennifer Aniston's Greek, so I'm sure she had her fair share of styling this Rachel, but she got it anyway against my advisement, and she literally hated that haircut. Jennifer Aniston admitted on air that she hated the haircut.
You know, Jennifer Aniston, I'm not sure if she has talent styling her own hair, but she always had a team of people, and her hair is perfect for it. Like you said, Greek hair. Yeah. And then your sister, Ricky, who's got the medium textured, heavy,
curly
hair. They could just blow it out. But if you don't blow it out, it's going to be a nightmare.
And it was a nightmare. It was a big poof all of the time because she wasn't adept. She was a teenager. You know, she wasn't ready to do that kind of commitment. And whoever
I have
cut her
adults
hair,
that come to us still asking for the Rachel.
I know, me too. But
Still.
I think that's like where you talked about in your first episode, like where consultation is so important. They should have asked her what her lifestyle was like if she's committed to blow drying her hair for 30 minutes a day. We didn't have flat irons back then. So it really was no flat iron involved. I mean, that was like a big curling iron kind
There's
of
some
thing.
crazy elbow action,
Right?
blowing that
Yes.
shit out.
I mean, it's a big deal.
Product.
So, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I've cut that haircut. I can't tell you how many times, but I wonder if people really wanted the haircut or they just liked Jennifer Aniston wearing the haircut.
There's a lot of times when people come in And in fact, it's not airing yet, but I do an episode with Brittany Hill, who will be coming on, and we talk about how to pick the haircut.
Yeah.
And one of the things is that, do you pick the haircut because you like what the face looks like, or do you pick the haircut because you can see it on yourself and you like the haircut?
That is very important. That's a very important thing to do. Like, don't just look at someone's face. You got to make sure that your hair will do those things, and that's something that you really want. But yeah, the Rachel was iconic for the 90s hair.
And it makes it very hard on the stylist when you pick the haircut because you like the face.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's impossible for
Even
us.
though you probably have a beautiful face too, but if you're in love with the face and the body.
Right.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. My hair used to be a joke. Dry, split ends. Then I discovered Pantene. Pantene has this pro-vitamin formula that actually strengthens your hair from inside. It's incredible. Even with everything I put my hair through, it looks so healthy, strong, shiny. Listen, it won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
Pantene, serious care for beautiful hair.
You'll see.
Give me a break!
I mean, listen, like, I can't tell you even from the 90s onward how many pictures I get of Jennifer Aniston. And I think her hair looks awesome now. I love the way she does her hair now. And she's a very classic person, like with her wardrobe, with her makeup. She's not very trendy. She kind of keeps everything subtle and natural. But I love her hair. I think it's great. But at the same time, not everyone can have that hairdo. You know what I mean?
Right. Like me. If I have 3 hairs on my head, I can't have the Rachel.
No, it's not going to work for you.
It's not.
No.
Isn't it funny when people say, I want a layer here, here, and here?
Oh, I love the 3 layers.
I just want the 3 layers.
2 layers.
Yeah, give me 2. I only want 2 layers.
Do you know what that would look like in real life, in 3D life? It would look like a Cubert haircut or like a Floby haircut.
You hate yourself and your family, but hate haircuts even more? Introducing the Floby Precision Haircutting System. Get that freshly sucked hair you've always dreamed of without leaving the house. You can suck your whole family, mom, sister, and watch Uncle Steve suck himself. Looking good, Steve.
So that we're not doing 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 layers. We're not counting them. No.
Great way of putting it. How about the 1990s Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham?
Victoria Beckham. I forgot about her. I mean, I think she spawned a whole era of the inverted bob craze.
The detached.
Yes.
Okay. The detached bob.
Yes. Yes.
That everybody wanted.
Yeah.
Everybody. Even my grandmother.
Everybody. And you're talking about a style that's so specific to a hair type and a style. You can't wear that curly. It looks so.
I'm like, Graham, you wear a wig. You can't have Victoria Beckham.
No, we can't do that. No, yeah. She started a whole hair revolution on her own. Yeah.
And it's all hers. It's all hers because I read an article that she specifically said, I don't want these connected. I don't want them to even to be related.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she
so it's
came
like 2
up with
different
that.
haircuts. So she kind of came up with that idea herself.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. That's great.
How about Reese Witherspoon's haircut from Sweet Home Alabama?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was
what a trend. Mm-hmm. What a trend.
Yeah.
What a craze.
It was, yeah.
Everybody wanted that haircut.
Yep.
And it all flipped out in the back. But you know
that
what?
hair was so cute.
Oh, what's not ever so?
I had that haircut. I had that haircut.
I had it too. I know. Reese Witherspoon she was right there with Jennifer Aniston. She might be right under. Jennifer Aniston is the #1 hair trend setter in the world. Period.
Yeah,
in all history, hair history, it's been Jennifer Aniston. She's even above Audrey Hepburn.
Really?
Yes.
Or like Farrah Fawcett.
And even Goldie Hawn, because a lot of people still want Goldie Hawn.
Goldie, yeah.
But it is.
Yeah, she's kind of transcended that.
Jennifer Aniston, then it's Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
What about Meg Ryan?
Oh, yeah. The Meg Ryan.
Actually, I believe Meg Ryan might be up there, too.
Maybe that haircut, because everyone did want that haircut. What was the You've Got Mail?
You've Got Mail.
Right?
Oh, I think we might have skipped ahead because You've Got Mail came before Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah. We forgot to say Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Going back to
her hair in the
Billy
90s
Crystal.
was, yes.
That's
when she's doing the orgasm.
Meg Ryan and When Harry Met Sally. What about that style?
Yes.
She was kind of like perm, natural curl / bang / shag.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was, I don't think it was a perm. What do you think it was a
I don't think
wave?
it was a perm. I think that was her hair. I think that's her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Meg Ryan's in City of Angels?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where it was slightly wedged in the back.
Yeah, that was cute. That was really a cute haircut, too.
Kelly Clarkson's color on her first album.
Okay, let me tell you the color. No, don't even tell me. Okay. Chocolate, brown, super duper red, platinum blonde, very stripy. That was like, everyone wanted that. Why did everyone want?
Black, and blonde.
Yeah, red, black, and blonde. And
I still get the picture.
Me too.
And every single time they're looking at me like I've never seen it before.
And it's like she's like 12 years old in that picture.
it's like, where have you been?
I know.
And sometimes you got to get down. What's in style and what is out of style?
That is not, I'm sorry. Like for the time, she looked super cute. She was very young, so she could pull that little hairdo off. And in the 90s, we did have some very stripy highlights. It was the time for that, and that's okay. But now I don't think that works on hardly anybody. I'm not.
It's more of a melt. It's more of
a balayage or melt or something, right? Like,
rooted, more natural.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you see tons of contrast.
Not like between that white, that blonde was so blonde, and that dark was so dark. And
usually the blondes are related and different
and
colors.
I don't know about you, but I got it like the picture, not just like, okay, here's my inspiration for my hair. They wanted the highlights to be exactly the same, like the width, the placement, everything. Those two little blonde pieces in the front, everything had to be just like that. And I wonder why.
Well, I don't know about you, but we're artists, and I'm the kind of artist that I don't follow a pattern. I do what my brain tells me to do every time I take a section and I do my thing.
Me too.
If there's a picture that I'm following, then I do what my brain tells me to do every time. And if there's one piece that's a little bit different size than the other one, I think that it adds to my art.
Well, yeah, and that's exactly how it should work. But, I don't know. It's funny. I was just going through some old hair stuff and I threw away this letter, and I had kept it for a really long time. But it was a lady that had came in. She was first time doing her hair, and she brought me this notepad. And I know that happens. Hairdressers will give advice, hey, you're leaving me and you're really comfortable with me, so this is what I'm going to give to you. But this was like detailed. I mean, it was like step one. It had literally how many foils to put on the left, how many foils to put on the right. Like, it was so timed color for 18 minutes. What the hell? Like, you cannot do that to another hairdresser. We are using different products. We're different people. I'm not a robot just going to pump out 4 highlights on one side and 3 on the other. And so I threw that paper away, but it made me laugh every time I read it.
I'm really annoyed by the part to where you come to get your hair colored and way the pricing goes, and it says you're $5 a foil. So this is to bring you a picture, and it's obviously a very detailed color, and you charge $5 a foil, and they say I want 5 foils. Make this work.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. No. Or they could say, hey, listen, I have money for 5 foils. What can you do? That's what you do.
I can give you half of your picture.
I can give you some face framing. Like, that's what you're going to get. Yeah.
Okay, fellow hairstylists, here's a little food for thought. The math is simple. A $50 service that brings a client back 8 times a year with 3 referrals, all that word of mouth, it's infinitely more valuable than someone who comes back for that $100 service, and you're leaving someone dissatisfied and searching for a new hairstylist. Our hands create more than just hairstyles. When we honor that reputation, when we honor that responsibility with our best work, the money naturally flows. We are here for the clients. They are not here for us.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, you're not going to get that look for sure.
So we are still in the 90s, and another person besides the entire cast of Friends, Monica, Jennifer.
Yes, yeah, all of them.
Phoebe.
Yeah, Phoebe.
They're all great. And the men. We can't leave out the men.
No, yeah.
The entire cast of Friends. Chandler, Joey, they all had great hair.
They did.
Great hair.
They had great hair.
And really today's men's hair, where they're making it longer. I love it.
I love it. I love it too.
Justin Bieber. I know that's not 1990s, but I love the Bieb.
I think he started a whole thing with his hair too.
He really did.
Yeah.
Kudos to the Bieb.
Yeah.
But Halle Berry.
Oh, listen, yeah, I can't.
So I love her pixie.
Me too.
Halle Berry with her whole style, everything, that way it looks, everything she does.
I don't think she wears a pixie anymore. I've seen her like recently, and it's like a bob.
It's actually, she's long.
Okay, I've seen her long, and I've seen her in that longer bob, and I prefer her so much with the pixie.
Me too. She has made that pixie, not just pixie. Then she's like, to modify it.
Yes. Do you remember her hair in Swordfish with John Travolta?
Yes,
her hair was on point. It was so beautiful. Never mind that she showed her titties. I mean, she's gorgeous, but like her hair was so awesome, and I could never really recreate that kind of pixie. She must have a certain kind of texture because it just did everything you wanted it to do. It was like so pretty all the time.
So what I'm going to ask you is, we are going to play a little bit of a game.
Okay.
There's going to be 2 games. One is we're going to start with the pixie, the game. It's not really a game, but I want you to pick, starting no further than the 60s, 60s to today, your top 3 pixies that you're going to give the crown to, starting with number 3. Okay. What is your number 3 celebrity who brought out a pixie?
My number 3 is Michelle Williams.
God, really?
Yes.
Because I hate it.
Yeah, I liked it on her. I mean, I don't know many people that can really wear a pixie like that, and I thought she did a good job with it.
You don't think it's so flat and Play-Doh?
It is, but I kind of liked it on her.
I think that's a hair oops.
Yeah, I kind of liked it on her. On her, I like it. But I'll tell you my number 2, and I think
nope, not yet.
Okay,
I got to tell you my number 3.
Yeah.
So ranking in my number 3, I went with Halle Berry.
Okay.
She wore that pixie to bring out confidence, and she did it for confidence, and it helped her to land her first acting role.
Oh, I love it. I love that.
Which was called Living Dolls.
Really? Okay. Well,
so Halle Berry is my number 3. So you have Michelle Williams, I have Halle Berry.
Okay.
Who is your number 2?
My number 2 is Keira Knightley.
Oh, yeah.
She wore the long pixie, and it was adorable on her.
It was.
Super cute on her.
Oh, I love. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
But my number 2 is Liza Minnelli.
Oh, Liza, of course.
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
And the reason how she got her pixie was she got a wad of gum caught in her hair.
No, was that
and
real?
she used it to talk to Mr. I'm not sure which Kennedy it was. It was one of the Kennedys. One of the Kennedys. But Liza Minnelli.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know who was her mother?
Oh,
Julie Andrews.
I know this. Yes,
Julie Andrews.
Yes,
but Liza Minnelli's.
That's cool. Yeah, her hair was really cool. I liked it.
That could be kind of Play-Doh too.
Maybe. Yeah.
But I loved her big eyes.
It's her eyes. Those big brown eyes that really
yeah.
set out, and the dark hair against her skin.
But Keira Knightley, Ash, that was a good one. Okay, all right.
So my number 1 is Halle Berry. She's my favorite.
Okay, so you put Halle Berry's
Yeah.
number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee.
Yeah, I'm sad that I forgot Jamie Lee because in like True Lies, she had short hair. And I mean, she's always worn her like silvery short pixie now, and she really rocks the pixie. So
and she got a lot of scrutiny, but she did
Really?
it to defy aging. She did to defy
to
Hollywood.
put her middle finger up at it, like she's doing her own thing. You know, she's aging really gracefully.
Aging gracefully.
Yeah.
And it's also about confidence to show other women out there you don't have to do
Have hair
all
to be
these-
sexy. Like
right. Look at me.
Speaking
I'm aging
of,
gracefully.
we just talked about this. Demi Moore in G.I. Jane.
You're a real fucking hero, man.
Guys, I'm saving her life. And yours. Her presence makes us all vulnerable. I don't want you learning that inconvenient fact under fire.
Master Chief?
Lieutenant, seek life elsewhere.
Suck my dick.
She had no hair, and she was still hot as anything.
Oh my God.
I know.
So, Demi Moore.
I know.
She's one of my favorite actresses. She got
she got the shaft.
She got the shaft at the Oscars.
Yeah. I've always loved her voice, and I think she's a great actress. I think she's wonderful.
She should have got the Oscar just because of her legacy.
Mm-hmm. She's really good.
And there is a legacy.
She's underrated.
Oscar out
She's
there.
an underrated actress, in my opinion.
Very.
Yeah.
I mean, Seventh Sign, G.I. Jane,
Mr. Brooks,
Men of Honor.
Yeah, she's been in some good movies.
I love Mr. Brooks, by the
Yeah,
way.
me too.
Okay.
A Few Good Men.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
What did
Few
I
Good Men.
say?
I'm sorry, it just came to me.
Men of Honor. That's not Men
A
of
Few-
Honor.
A Few Good Men.
Okay, so throughout the years, there have been some oops. I want to know in the salon.
Okay.
What are some of your hair malfunctions that has happened to you?
I will tell you. Mine wasn't necessarily a malfunction, but I had a client that was super trendy, a young girl, teenager. And we kind of formed a bond over the years. She was kind of a little turd when I first started doing her hair, but we had the same birthday and I ended up really kind of bonding with her. But she would bring me a lot of Korean inspired things or like anime inspired things.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and she brought me a haircut called the jellyfish cut.
I remember this.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
And if you can picture what a jellyfish looks like, that is what the haircut looked like. It's a very prominent bob, a very bubbled bob, and then tendrils that kind of hang down.
It's awful.
And
But you nailed it.
I did nail it. Okay, so it was like for me a happy oops because I hated the haircut, and I probably looked at about 100 haircuts with her, and I was like, "Can we modify this? Can we do something where it's at least heavy-ish towards the chin, towards the face, and then kind of like make it like a heavy shag. And she was adorable anyway. She's a really beautiful girl, but it really ended up looking really cool. And I ended up coloring it really cool with some like different highlights in it. It looked really, really good. And I actually liked that haircut, but it was like
the jellyfish. I remember that day.
I fretted over that so bad.
That was about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yes, and she kept sending me pictures. And I remember I wasn't working right then. And I was like, I'm not doing this freaking haircut. This is so terrible. I never heard of it. I asked every hairdresser I knew, every stylist. They're like, a jellyfish? What the hell is that? And I'm like, look it up. And then people were like, oh my gosh, it's a real thing. And it was a happy accident, but I will say that's the one and only time I did the jellyfish cut.
You did the wolf haircut too.
I did.
Remember
on her,
that?
On her too.
Her that was the same person.
Same girl.
That figures.
Yep.
That's really cool. I remember that day. I thought I was like, oh God darn, I'm glad it's not me. And I went there. I said, my God, it looks like she's like from the ocean. She looks like she's from the Finding Nemo. Look at her.
I made me ink. You made me ink.
She's from the coral reef.
Yeah.
I saw her scuba diving the other day. That was awesome. I just had one literally last week. I was coloring her hair and she wanted a balayage. It was money pieces around the face. And then on the top, it was pretty dark rooted, but not this dark. It was probably a level 6.
Okay.
And when I was done with her, it turned out to be like a level 2.
Why?
I can't tell you why. Really? And all of my hair knowledge, I mean, I was going over really, really blonde hair,
so maybe it
but
really
I'm used to that. It grabbed it like a fat kid grabs cake. It grabbed it, and I knew when I rinsed her, I said, I'm gonna be here for a few more hours. So it was Liz Troutman's daughter, Maddie.
She's a cutie.
And so we go out there and I said, okay, so listen, I'm going to have to go back in this. I got a little too dark and you're going to probably be a little upset with me, but I can fix this.
Yeah.
We looked at it, and as I was drying it, I was thinking to myself,
I'm liking this.
This looks pretty good.
Picasso.
Really?
But it's not about us, right?
Yeah, right.
It's about the client.
But you're kind of hoping that it's going to rub off on them.
She was in love with it.
Really?
And I thought,
I
what a
love
happy
that.
oops.
I love that.
Because I had things to do.
But you know what's funny about that? Like, as you said that, that's like when I know a lot of us would freak out in the bowl and start to put things on our head, right? Like, oh, soap cap with bleach. You know? And then she would have been orange. And then so many things could have happened. I think it's really smart of you that you took her back to the chair, let her see it, and then said, let's blow this out, look at it, and then we'll decide from there. Because hair changes a lot as it dries.
It does.
It really does.
But it was
dark.
So a level 2 is what it looked like wet. It turned out to be like a level 3.5 to a 4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so you listeners out there that might not know the hair lingo, which is perfectly fine because you're not supposed to. But just to clarify, when we talk about money pieces and levels, money pieces mean lots of coverage around the face. So a lot of times, a lot of people want to be bright as can be right around the face. So money pieces are solid platinum, usually platinum. It could be a caramel versus a darker color towards the back. It just depends on the picture, but money pieces are lighter around the face, and they're called money pieces. Levels refer to level 1 being black, level 10 being ultimate blonde. So, of course, if we're talking about a level 1, that means black. So when we say that when I rinsed the young lady's hair, it was supposed to be what we called a level 6, and it turned out to be like a level 2, it means it was pretty dark, and it was a surprise. Levels mean 1 being black and 10 being ultimate blonde. So on that note, you can kind of like follow along with us and kind of like observe to what you think the levels mean. Just wanted you to know that. Didn't want to keep you guys in the dark. So now you know. And the perfectly platinum money pieces
I bet it was
all
beautiful.
around the face,
really
over the ears, and into the back.
Oh, yeah, pretty. So
And
she
then
had enough around her face to
there
kind
was
of
a
counteract
spill
that.
over the top of the dark chocolate, and
pretty.
then there was maybe 4 foils of very fine, thin platinum blonde.
So you melted it all
off the top.
together.
It melted all together.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. Dang it.
I got lucky.
Yeah. Okay, that happened to me once too, but it wasn't the same kind of thing. One of my clients came in and she has unbelievably thick hair. I mean, the kind of hair that never dries for days. She would get fungus on her scalp.
Eek. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of hair.
We need to talk about that.
Yes.
We need to go into
She
later
actually,
episodes.
the
Fungus on the
dermatologist,
scalp.
Yeah, had to tell her that she could never go to bed with her hair wet. She never wanted me to give her layers, so that it was one length thick hair. And I was giving her like that, darker underneath, lighter on the top thing.
Yeah.
But I was going through her hair with highlights, and it was dark, like her color brown. When I lifted her hair up, the highlights were pastel mint. mint. They were bluish green, but really light.
Who was this? I think I remember this.
Do you remember this?
I
This
think
was
so.
on Katie Mack. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, Katie, and she goes, well,
That's who you don't want to mess up
Yes.
on.
No, like these girls are beautiful, but like very like platinum blonde. You got to nail their
They're
color
like from the
every
movie
time.
Clueless.
Yes,
Yes.
So she said that she had gone to a pep rally in high school, and all the bottom part she had colored blue for the school colors. And then she goes, but I put brown back over it. But when I lifted, all I got was that blue pigment, and it was horrible. I was there till like, I don't know, 9:30 or 10. But it ended up being this most beautiful, I'm going to say caramel because I don't have another word, but it was that beautiful highlight. And
There's that caramel again.
I don't know if it needed that like to fill it in, that green, but it was really actually beautiful. And she ended up really loving it. And I could never duplicate it. I could never get it again.
Because who can duplicate caramel? Caramel's caramel.
I know.
It's like the, oh boy, caramel. There's that word caramel again. That word caramel comes up a lot in the salon industry. I have to admit that even when I'm looking for colors for myself, and I'm a stylist, I like caramel. However, caramel comes in a lot of different varieties. Like caramel highlights is not a color, it's a category. Like asking for pasta for dinner without specifying if you want angel hair or lasagna. Help us help your hair by bringing pictures, not candy descriptions. And I'll do the same. I do it too. Ouch. The what?
Well, I don't even know how to explain it. Like if you look at caramel, right, like an actual caramel, there's a lot of warmth in that color, and people are going to see orange.
It's like the Mona Lisa. It can never be duplicated.
Yeah, never,
ever.
Well,
before we go, let's take a moment to imagine the cinematic hairstyles of tomorrow.
Oh, of tomorrow.
Will the 2030s bring us mood-changing hair?
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
Mood-changing hair.
Mood-changing.
Like new color lines. So where...
I'm excited about that.
Do you think? How about remote control wigs?
Oh, remote control wigs.
You put on a wig and then I want this wig to be blonde.
And it changes color?
I want it to be brown. Will Alexa come out of the ceiling and we'll say, Alexa, fix my hair for me, or robots.
Siri, give me bangs.
Siri, give me bangs. I don't think bangs will be good on you. Thanks,
well,
Siri.
actually, according to your facial shape, bangs are a no-go.
Yeah. Screw you, Siri. What do you know? I know a lot. How about the robots? What about robots? Will robots take us over?
I'm going to say no, but
better not.
It remains to be seen.
How about climate responsive curls?
Climate responsive
What about that?
curls.
What about that?
I love it. I love it. We are already looking back on yesterday's most memorable hairstyles and sticking them in the hair vault and locking the key.
Remember, listeners, hair today, gone tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Remember to follow us on
Spotify,
TikTok,
Apple Music, Amazon,
Instagram.
Tag us on all the things, okay?
And follow us and write us anytime you want to on Cuttinloosechronicles@gmail.com. We'll be ready for you. We cannot wait to answer your questions. And we're out.